Now that the regular season is underway, we can really start to see what these teams are made of, RJ.
Yeah, things will change throughout the year, sure. But in a lot of cases, these are how these teams are going to look all year long. It's time to see if it's all clicking.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Paul George out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Maxey. Then there's Jared McCain. And it's Embiid in at the 5. Now here's MP. Against Atlanta, he was really on his game. Pass to Johnson. Oh, George with a steal. Outside McCain. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And when you look at the numbers over the last few years, it's clear that George has made a jump as a playmaker.
MP against Maxey. MP, the pass to Porter. Back to MP from behind the arc. Joel Embiid with the board. The 76ers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. Well, Joel Embiid rarely wanted to share all of his cards, but coming off of what he called the most important offseason of his life, he said he cares about how he'll be remembered in the game of basketball, and he understands what remains to be done.
Chasing that ring. Shams, appreciate the report. Now here's Johnson. Claxton down low. Drummond's there. Claxton finds MP. 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get off a shot here. And Claxton gets the bucket.
Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez.
We talked about the strategy tonight, particularly against Joel Embiid. He said, quote, "I told my guys to get as physical as they want," adding, "He's not a guy you can guard gently. He demands that you get aggressive." Hopefully that assertive defense gets Coach the results he's looking for. Guys?
As always, Allie, we thank you. And here are the Sixers now, following the 3 by Brooklyn. Maxey with it, now guarded by MP. Philadelphia with another miss. Nets leading by 3. Puts up a 3. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
You know, in that game, it was just too much disparity in effort level between the two teams, especially on the glass.
The poor rebounding is something that they'll have to shore up going forward. It puts you at such a disadvantage when you look at the battle of possessions.
Looking at who's out there now for Philadelphia. Edwards, he's checked in for Paul George. And it's Grimes in for McCain. MP with it. 6 points for him. Pass to Porter. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. And here's MP from outside. Nails it from 3. MP's got 9.
I like how MP picks his spot on offense. Terrific decision there by him.
With a healthy roster, the Nets got off to a good start last year, Richard.
Yeah, they were 9 and 10, playing good ball, but a few injuries, notably one to Cam Thomas, really shut down their season. And the Nets went 6 and 22 after the All-Star break.
And it's Maxey missing.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Brooklyn making some changes. Williams comes in for Clowney. Dimon comes in for MP. Philadelphia also making... The 76ers with some changes. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Bona. George comes in for Edwards. And it's Edgecombe in for McCain. Here's Claxton. MP outside. Three-pointer. Oh, a silky 3 from MP.
Shooting while in rhythm. MP has a good sense for when to take these quick shots.
And the 76ers looking at who they've got. George and Embiid are up front. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. And it's Grimes in at the 3 spot. Pass to Johnson. The 3 is up. The rebound by Maxey. 76ers trail by 12. Outside Grimes. George outside. From downtown. Misses again. Now 0 for 3. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
George for 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Atlanta.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
Outside Maxey. Jacks up a 3. They get it back. Ooh, nasty putback from Embiid.
And how about that reach of Embiid, using those long arms to just gobble up second chance opportunities?
And here's MP from outside. He drops it from range. MP's got 18.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Outside Grimes. There's the 3. Knocks down the triple. Grimes has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
And so it's Brooklyn with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be back in a moment.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Brooklyn Nets.
Well, they have guys popping off the bench, putting up numbers. That's their real advantage.
Yeah, nothing secondary about this second unit. See what I did there?
I see.
Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
When I look at the Nets, I don't look at win-loss records at this point. I want to see improvement from game to game.
I wish fans saw it that way. Most of the time it's about instant gratification. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
Lopsided first half. We'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Porter Jr. and Clowney in it forward. MP is out there with Johnson, and it's Claxton in at center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Well, when you think about how the game has evolved in recent years, RJ, the role of the big man might have changed the most.
Who knew threes and assists would become a key stat for 7-footers? But I will say, size helps. You cannot teach tall.
Chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you. Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020. He's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Guys, back to you.
The drive for greatness. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Maxey against MP. Here's Johnson. MP right side. Beyond the arc. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got a rebound, number 5 here tonight. George outside. That one's in there. Drummond with the assist. George has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
You can't lose track of PG. He is a lethal catch-and-shoot option.
Sinks it from distance.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Well, injury's a nightmare for the Sixers, Grant. Last season, a league-high 55 different starting lineups.
Yeah, BA, and their lowest win total since 2016. But some silver linings. Jared McCain was on track for Rookie of the Year before he went down. And Quentin Grimes also impressive.
76ers trail by 15. And a nice finish on the layup. Maxey's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed one shot in their first 5.
The 3 ball. MP shot is off. And the 76ers with possession. They're on an 11-3 run. Pass to Maxey. Down low. Embiid. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a 3-point play. It's on Nick Claxton, and the Nets making a change here. Williams is checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Grimes is checked in. Johnson finds MP. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Williams looking around. Back to MP. 6 to shoot. Takes the 3. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, BA. Unbelievable.
Here's Maxey. Brooklyn with the board. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Minnesota will be traveling to face him after this game. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. Williams misses. 76ers trail by 13. Outside Maxey. Crafty move. Brooklyn pulls it in. Conley's got 4 rebounds now.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
And the action on hold. It appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Man, that's tough to see.
And man, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
And you know it's serious if he's heading to the locker room. It takes a lot to get him out of any game.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Edwards comes in for Drummond. And it's Fernandez calls timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. RJ, looking back at the trade that sent Durant from the Nets to the Suns, what a deal for Brooklyn.
Yeah, it was 4 first-round picks and a swap from the Suns. Also, the Nets got Mikal Bridges, who they shipped to the Knicks for 5 more first-rounders. Now that's how you reboot a team.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. And the 76ers looking at who they've got. We've got Jared McCain. Andre Drummond is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's George in at the small forward position.
A physical scoring guard. Maxey is at home on the inside.
Now here's MP. Well, Richard, over the last few years, we're seeing the NBA experiment with the format for the All-Star game.
I'm a classic East versus West guy, but the players have to be more competitive. I think that is the best version of the All-Star game we've ever seen.
Ooh, got that one up quick.
The number of threes are increasing for Maxey since he entered the league. He is getting more comfortable out there.
From deep, MP gets the three to fall. MP's got 18 points now here in the second half.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
Embiid's shot is good.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and
And again for three.
And this three-point shooting performance has been insane. Everything is going in for him.
It's been a historic night for him, closing in on the fourth most threes in a single game. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to it.
The previous play is under review.
What this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry. Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Nets.
And they got a huge boost from their reserves tonight.
Yeah, the point differential between the two benches was a deciding factor in this game.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style. Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
Pass to man. Williams against George. And here's MP from out. Connects again from distance.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game. MP against Maxey, and the layup is good.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
MP outside. Puts up a deep 3. And again for 3.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. We saw 2 different...